what you want to do and you're doing it with passion, the money will always follow. Again, if you're doing what you want to do and you're doing it with passion, the money is going to follow. It was so simple, but so profound. Don't get in this career for the money, and please don't stay in it for the money. If that's what's attracting you or keeping you here, you need to get out. Because in the end, if we're not growing people in this business, then what are we doing? The companies are not going to do it for us. It's on each of us in this room. It's our duty to leave this industry a better place than it was when we came in. You know, this whole thought process really intensified for me over the past year and a half. In 2012, I encountered some serious health issues. And in August of that year, the Mayo Clinic had diagnosed me with a very rare spinal disorder, so rare that it's 10 per million men over the age of 55. You know, I don't win lotto, but I end up getting something like this. It had been slowly killing me for 9 months. I had been misdiagnosed by 8 doctors before the Mayo Clinic had performed immediate emergency surgery on me. I still have a lot of struggles. But standing here today is a miracle, because I just shudder at the thought what could have happened. But that experience drove home for me just how blessed I am to be able to do what I'm doing. And like Coach Pitino said, this has never been about the money for me. It's about how we impact people's lives. Like many of you, I was a kid who grew up in a middle-class home. I lived in a 3-family house. And this business gave me an opportunity. And again, now more than ever, we got to put aside the greed, and we have to find ways to pay this forward. Before I got into this business, I had 2 careers. One was a social worker. I counseled heroin addicts and their families at Yale New Haven Hospital and Connecticut Mental Health Center for 2 years. One of the things that attracted me to the financial services business like social work was the fact that they're both helping professions. You sit down, you get people to realize that where they are is not really where they want to be. But if you can't get them to recognize this, you can't help them. And my other career was I was an assistant basketball coach at the University of New Haven. And if you're not from Connecticut, you might know this, but there are a lot of urban cities. It was rough. It was real rough in the 1970s and 80s. But nothing excited me more than to recruit a kid from a neighborhood where most people were afraid to walk down the street, offer him a scholarship, and change his life. In 1982, our team almost won a national championship, but I have to tell you, 30 years later, I am still most proud of the fact that our former players are what they're bringing to the world. We recruited them, we took them out of a tough neighborhood, we mentored them, and they took their opportunity and ran with it.